Hey guys, today we took a road trip. We are no longer at the nursery, but we are somewhere super fun and exciting, and we have got gorgeous plants to show you and a little surprise at the end. Not a little surprise, a big surprise. So stay tuned. Hey friends, welcome to the Southern Spring Home and Garden Show here in Charlotte. Once again, we have been asked by proven winners to come and present their plants to the public and to share our proven winners love with everybody. So that is what we're going to do. We have got all the new introductions and the proven winners here at the show to show you. So I'm going to take you through and give you a little tour of all these fantastic plants. So first we're going to head over here to the perennials and some of the shrubs. They have got a gorgeous selection of plants here. You have got everything from sun to shade. We have got the Boogie Woogie sedum that is really fun and low growing. It has great variegated color. Of course, it's a sedum, so it's going to be really drought tolerant, heat tolerant once it's established. Also, perennial onions. Who knew that a perennial onion could be so much fun? But if you were looking to bring pollinators to your yard, then this is a great option for you. It's actually one of the earliest bloomers in your garden. Does these gorgeous purple globe blooms that the honeybees and the bumblebees absolutely love. That will go into some, needs at least 6 hours of sun to bloom prolifically. And it does great in kind of the halfway through your garden, in the middle of your garden, because it will grow to be about 12 to 14 inches tall. Next, who needs some shade perennials? Well, we have got the Jack of Diamonds, Brunaria, which is a great alternative to hostas. So if you have a deer problem in your yard, or maybe you have rabbits, Brunaria would be a great option for you because the leaves are actually hairy and fuzzy, and it really doesn't feel good on the little deer's lips, so they will stay away from it. But it has great, big, fat leaves with really great silver foliage in it, so it's really attractive in a shade garden. Then we have Oh So Easy Double Red Rose. These are called Oh So Easy for a reason. They are very low maintenance, high performing shrubs. They have a gorgeous bloom on them, and this is that red. They come in several different colors, but this is particular here that we have today is the Oh So Easy Red. Also, the Cinnamon Lace, such a great perennial, has really silvery green foliage. Again, if you're looking to bring the pollinators in, they love these nice, delicate little purple blooms on it. Loves it dry. It is super easy in the garden. All right. This is not a perennial, this is an annual, but we grew this last year, and y'all, it is amazing, absolutely amazing. This is the Sun Credible Sunflower from Proven Winners. It is a re-blooming sunflower that goes on and on and on. You don't have to pinch it back. They encourage you, if you want to pinch it back, you can. It'll get to be a tighter plant. We just kind of let ours go last year because life was crazy and I didn't have time to be out there pinching flowers off of it. But it still grew to be about 4 feet tall and about 3 feet wide. And we had blooms from probably like the 1st of June all the way through a hard frost. Like we had to actually pull this guy out of the ground and say, you're done, time's up. They make great cut flowers, and look at all these buds, absolutely covered in buds, and it will do that all season long. Absolutely fantastic. That's great in the landscape. If you have a big pot, you could put it in there, but in my opinion, the landscape is the best location for this because it just does so well. Pentas. Don't know if you're familiar with pentas, but they are an amazing annual. They love the sun. They're drought tolerant. They come in 4 gorgeous colors. We have the red here today. And another great thing for us Southern gardeners, and I guess anybody kind of has these little pesky problems, Japanese beetles. The Japanese beetles do not like the pentas. Last year, I did not have to treat for Japanese beetles on the pentas, and they just did it beautifully. They just kept blooming. They would bloom, then the plant would grow a little taller, and they would bloom again. And it was just this continuous cycle of blooms. Really, really pretty. They love the sun. Big color there. Vista petunias. We are back with another introduction. This time we have Snowdrift. And Snowdrift is a pure white bloom. If you're familiar with the Vista series of super petunias from Proven Winners, these were specifically bred for the landscape. And they are vigorous growers. They love the sun. You've got to have at least 6 hours to get those blooms. If you have less than 6 hours, you're not going to get the blooms. But they truly just spread and just do an amazing job covering areas. So Snowdrift is a great addition to that Vista series. Wicked Witch Coleus. We were able to get our hands on these new introductions last year. Proven Winners sent them to us to kind of test them out. This Wicked Witch was growing at the nursery, and the customers were ready to buy it then. It is a gorgeous coleus. I love the Color Blaze series because it can do full sun to full shade. They just continue to grow. They will get to be about maybe a 3 foot by 3 foot size by the end of the season. And if you're familiar with coleus, a lot of times you're constantly fighting that they want to bloom. Proven Winners has bred these so that, one, they may not bloom at all, and two, if they do bloom, it's at the very end of the season. So this Color Blaze Coleus Wicked Witch is gorgeous. Oh, look at this. How fun. Raspberry Rush Super Petunia. Yet another petunia from Proven Winners. It has some hot color. It truly is a Raspberry Rush. That gorgeous raspberry color with little stripes of white in it. It's fantastic. We love these double impatiens from Proven Winners. We've always carried the Apple Blossom and the Coral Reef. Well, this year, they knew that we're Clemson fans, and so they developed this plant just for us at Creekside Nursery. I joke, but anyway. So this is a great orange Acapulco double impatient. This is a shade, so it can take about 4 hours of sun, morning sun, and then it likes to be in the shade. This is definitely not one to go into the hot, blazing afternoon sun. It goes great in the landscape and containers. Really pretty. But if you do have that blazing hot sun, the Truthful of Pink Dumfrina. We had this in the driest part, hottest, driest part of our yard last year. And we planted it in July, which I really don't recommend, but it worked. This Truthful of Pink Dumfrina is just a non-stop workhorse in your garden. If you're looking to attract butterflies, you need to get this plant. It is absolutely fantastic and amazing. And it's just so unique. It has those really pretty purple, and the purple is actually not the bloom. It's the bloom is actually the little yellow on it. So interesting side note there. The annual of the year. So every year, Proven Winners does like plants of the year, annual of the year, perennial of the year, so forth. So this year, their annual of the year is their Diamond Euphorbia series. And they are introducing a new one this year. This is Diamond Snow. So Diamond Snow somewhat takes the place of Diamond Delight. Remember, Diamond Delight was really tight, compact, lots of white blooms, but it was small. It was a small little, it didn't get very tall, and it kind of stayed really compact. Well, Diamond Snow is going to get kind of the height of Diamond Frost, but so many more blooms on it, and just a really tight white look. So you can have it as a monoculture like this, or you can put it into other containers and even the ground. So Diamond Snow Euphorbia, this will actually do a little bit more shade to sun, so it's a little bit more versatile than, say, like the Acapulco or the Truthful. So we can do shade to sun. This is not a new one, but the Golden Dreams Coleus, again, is another color blaze, so we can do sun to shade. Grew this last year in a container by itself, and it looked just like this. It was absolutely gorgeous with all of that lime green foliage and that burgundy. So pretty and so versatile. Blackcurrant Punch, these are super bells, Calibrachoa. So these do great as hanging baskets and in containers. We don't recommend putting Calibrachoas in the ground because they don't like to have wet feet. And so sometimes in the landscape, it's a little bit harder to control how much moisture you have. But it's just such a sweet unique bloom on it with those lighter edges, the dark center, and then that yellow eye. Really pretty. One that I'm super excited about, Supertunia Sharon. So this is another petunia, but it is a double petunia. Again, had these last year, grew these last year. Oh my gosh, y'all, they were amazing. I have big plans for these. If you remember my water trough from last year that I did the coleus in, well, these sweet things are going to make a debut this year in there. So it is a bicolor of pink and white with that double bloom, so it gets a nice tight compact with little ruffled edges. Love this. Again, because it is a petunia, it can go in the ground, containers, hanging baskets. Very, very versatile. We've got that. Another new coleus is the Wicked Hot. So it's the Wicked series. We've got Wicked Witch, now we have Wicked Hot. Wicked Hot is more of an orange, kind of a rust color with that edging of that lime green on the leaves. Again, sun to shade, late bloomer if it blooms at all. Very versatile. It's a great plant. Another Calibrachoa, another orange. I'm telling you, they know. So this is really fun. It is a double Calibrachoa, and it is that orange. Nice little smaller blooms, so that your super bells are going to have a smaller bloom than your petunias typically. So this is a great one. Salvia. We love salvia, especially if you're looking to attract pollinators to your garden, then this is a fantastic one. This is a new introduction, so there's a whole rockin' series, but this rockin' is blue suede shoes, and it has a more of a true blue color to it. It's not so vibrant purple, it's a lighter blue. Will pair well with lots of whites and other blues and pinks. Again, loves the sun, heat tolerant, drought tolerant, can get to be about 3 feet tall, about 3 feet wide. It's a great one. Speaking of pollinators, Hudster Blue. So this is a butterfly bush. So obviously it is a perennial, it's a shrub. The Pugster series is a petite plant, normally like a 2x2, but it has full-size blooms on it. Now, you can see that this is covered in buds, but it's not blooming yet. So this is the blue, and the blue color is actually, in my opinion, is more like a deep, dark purple. But you can see how many buds are on this thing, and as soon as it cracks color, they are massive, and the butterflies are just drawn to it like you would not believe. So this is a great one. One of the big things that Proven Winners is super excited about, and gardeners everywhere are excited about, is their introduction of caladiums. So this is the Heart to Heart series of caladiums. There's actually 20 varieties. They can do sun to shade, and some of them can do both sun and shade, and some of them are more shade or more sun, just depending on their variety. But look at the variety of color. The leaves are different, so you can see that this White Wonder is just a gorgeous white with green edging, a little bit smaller leaf as compared to the Bottle Rocket that has that nice, I mean, it's bigger than my hand. So these will do great in the landscape. They will do great in containers. They even are very adaptable as a houseplant. So at the end of the season, if you want to save them, then you can bring them inside and keep them as a houseplant. If you don't bring them inside, they are considered an annual. Even here in the South, they will be considered an annual. One last thing that Proven Winners and I personally am so excited about is the AquaPots. Now you're like, Jenny, what in the world is an AquaPot? That is a crazy name. Well, an AquaPot is a self-watering container. And they're not just any self-watering container. We are here with the man of the hour, Mr. Jack Barnwell himself, and he is the creator of AquaPots, and so he is going to walk us through the whole, what an AquaPot is and how you came up to it.
All right. So we've got a small selection here from the line of AquaPots. These are known as the Techno White AquaPots. Beautiful, beautiful ceramic containers in this gorgeous glazing work.
And they're very heavy. I mean, these are not like light pots. These are...
Well, they're heavy duty, but I mean, I'm extremely strong, obviously.
Yes.
So these are really not that bad. But for a ceramic planter, you know, you want it to be heavy enough that it's gonna, you know, it's gonna last for years and years and years. So AquaPots are self-watering planters. They're the only self-watering planters in beautiful glazed ceramics like this in the world. and they're like I said, made to last. We've been working on the AquaPots concept and design for about 5 or 6 years now, trialing them all over the country, and now we have them, you know, for launch, available nationwide, and including at Creekside Nursery, and they're going to have quite a collection of them there with, this spring, which is really exciting.
Yeah.
But how an AquaPot works, the AquaPot is really made to be an AquaPot right in the factory in Vietnam. The system and everything is integrated right into the mold. So you'll see in the pot itself, there's that rim that's molded right into the pot, and there's no drainage whatsoever in the bottom of the pot. The drainage is way up here on the side underneath that integrated rim. So every AquaPot comes with all these simple components. There's just 3 simple components. There's the soil tube, the fill tube, and the disc. Really heavy duty. Like I said, I designed and made these for my crews, and my guys like break everything. And now we have them available nationwide and stuff, but they're made to last for many, many years.
Strong.
They're very strong, very simple components. But the reason there's all those threads is you want to have that adjustability so that you can raise this up and down to make sure that it fits really nice and snug when you put it in and it sits on that rim.
Gotcha.
So you want that soil tube on the bottom and the disc on the rim, nice tight seal.
What do you put inside? What kind of soil?
Potting soil that you're going to use, any kind of good premium potting soil with a lot of peat in it and everything that's real fluffy, down all the way into that soil tube and fill up.
Yes.
Then once it's all full of soil, all of this, again, is explained in this cute little booklet, too.
Of course. Proven Winners does great tags.
Yeah, so all of these steps are explained in here, and we have a ton of information online. But the process is really quite simple to put them together and be set up and ready for planting. Also, you'll notice because of that, you're using about half as much potting soil.
Right.
So that's a big savings right there. You know, in a larger pot, something this size, you know, you could be saving $10 to $15 worth of potting soil every year that you're planting that up. So that really does add up for sure.
So then how often do you need to water this?
Yeah, so once it's all full of soil, we put a little bit of slow release fertilizer right on top of the soil before planting. We also put slow release fertilizer right in the tank. That's a really cool factor about the AquaPots is the slow release fertilizers will release underwater, turning that water reservoir into this fertilizer infused water, waking that up from below, and the plants can sense that and they release roots right down deep and really set themselves up for just like vigorous growth. It's incredible.
That's fantastic.
An AquaPot of this, you know, these smaller ones, once a week watering is going to be fine. And we just tell everybody across the board, fill up your AquaPots once a week, even in some of the huge ones that we have for landscape and commercial properties. We still just say fill them up once a week, top them up. It gets you out there picking at your plants and making sure everything's gorgeous anyway. But you top them up once a week and they're going to really thrive.
That is fantastic.
Yeah, they work really well. We're super proud of them, and I'm excited that everybody now will have a chance to use AquaPots because I've been spoiled using them with my crew, and we've had great success with them. They've been sweet.
Well, even here at the show, people are super excited about them, and we have got people asking, when can we get them? How much are you going to have? You know, so it's really exciting. So thank you so much for creating such a fantastic asset for us gardeners. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Jack. You guys will have them.
Thanks. Hope you have enjoyed this great little tour of the Proven Winners booth here at the Southern Spring Home and Garden Show in Charlotte. Thank you so much for joining us. Make sure you like and subscribe. Gardening with Creekside. But y'all have a great day, and we will see you next time. Bye, guys.